Morning.
Thank you so much for coming today. I'm super excited to be here. Every single Saturday we are learning and growing together. And so just give yourself a round of applause for getting up this morning.
Yes.
And so this morning I am doing the W-4 training. The W-4 training is something that we do to all of my econ associates as soon as they become a part of this business, because we want you to go ahead and start cash flowing. That means putting money back into your pocket as soon as you become a part of this business, all right? Can we agree that if I showed you how to put $200 to $800 a month back into your pocket, that you'll be willing to stay and listen to have more information?
Oh, yes.
Absolutely, right? And so that's what I'm going to walk you through this morning with. And so before we get started, I want you guys to grab a pen and paper real quick. I'm going to give you a few numbers because we can also agree that everybody's financial situation is different, right?
Correct.
And so I'm going to give you guys a concept with a family, all right? So we're going to, when you get ready to do a W-4 training with some new associates that come into your business, or even for yourself, you need to know how to do this. So I'm going to give you a scenario. So we're going to work with a married couple. So you have to know what are their filing status, all right? So write that down. You got to know the person that you're helping, what is their filing status. So the filing status that we're dealing with this morning is a married couple, okay? Mm-hmm. That married couple has 2 jobs. That married couple have 2 kids. Mm-hmm. And that the kids are 8 and 10, okay? And so they pay $4,800 per a year for child care. Okay? And so the wife earns $55,000 and the husband earns $45,000. Okay? So you're going to need that information from your associates or from yourself before you even try to fill this out, okay? And so let me grab something really quick. I want to show you guys exactly what it looks like. Okay? And so before you, so now we have the information that we need. I want to, can you go to the W-4 for me, please? So this is what the sheet look like, you guys, the W-4 form, okay? And I'm gonna get Marlene, if you don't mind. Could you read the purpose of this W-4 form?
Complete form.
Hold on one moment, let him get it up so everybody can see what you're reading. And this is the purpose of the W-4.
Okay, complete form W-4 so that your employer can withhold the correct federal income tax from your pay. Consider completing a new form W-4 each year when your personal or financial situation changes.
How many people have done more than one of these in their lifetime? That's because you're part of my econ, right? But most people who are part of my econ, they start working at a job and they fill it out one time. They fill it out one time and they go out to get married. They go out to have 3 or 4 kids. They even change, they may start a home-based business. They may do a side hustle. And they totally forget that this says that you need to do one when? Each year and
when your personal financial situation changes.
And so most people don't know that they have to change it. So they go year after year after year overpaying in taxes because they have not filled this out correctly, okay? So it's very important that you fill this out correctly. Okay, so we go to the, now we're gonna fill it out. We're gonna go to the W-4 calculator. All right, so if you wanna get it right, just make sure when you look at this, it says what at the top? IRS. All right, so who is this from again?
IRS.
So this is, don't say Sabrina, I'm not making this up. It doesn't say my econ. My econ is not telling you to do this. Who is telling you to do this?
IRS.
The IRS, all right? So you want to make sure when you pull it up on your computer that you see the IRS up there so you know that you're doing it correctly, okay? And so we talked about, now we're going to go ahead and fill this out. So what filing status will you use for your 2019 tax return? So what did we say we was going to do with whom? Married filing joint return, okay? Can someone else claim you as a dependent on his or her tax return? No, because these are 2 adults that we're talking about with kids, right? So no one else can claim them. Go ahead and press continue. Select the total number in which you and your spouse are currently or will be employed. Enter military retirement pay or taxable pensions as additional separate jobs. So in this case, this couple has two jobs, right? One the husband has a job and the wife has a job. But if they were military and they were getting a retirement, then it will count as another job, right? But in this case, they don't. So it's just two. Now you're gonna check if you or your spouse has had a job this year but no longer employed at this job. We already know that's true. They're still employed. You or your spouse contribute to tax-deferred retirement plans, such as 401k. They live in paycheck to paycheck right now, so they're not doing any extra, okay? You or your spouse contribute to a cafeteria or other pre-tax plan. No. You or your spouse received a scholarship or fellowship grant this year that must be included in gross income. No. So we're going to leave all of those things blank because we didn't discuss that at the beginning, right?
Right.
Okay. So select the number of dependents you will claim on your tax return. How many dependents do we have?
Two.
Two. We're going to put two right there. Check if you will be 65 or older on January 1st, 2020, or you are blind. No. Your spouse will be 65 or older in January 1, 2020, or spouse is blind. No. Okay. So we're going to child independent care credit. Select the number of qualifying persons for this credit. So how many children do they have? Two. And the reason why they qualify, go ahead and click on the, so they know the reason why they qualify for this. Can someone volunteer to read this for me?
Yes. You may be able to claim the credit if you pay someone to care for your dependent who is under age 13 or for your spouse or dependent who is unable to care for himself or herself. To qualify, you must pay these expenses so you can work or look for work. You and your spouse, if you file jointly, must have earned income from wages, salaries, tips, other taxable employee compensation, or net earnings from self-employment. One spouse may be considered as having earned income if they were a full-time student or were physically or mentally unable to care for themselves.
So does this couple qualify for this?
Yes.
Okay. So if you have any questions about what any of this means, if it's highlighted, you can actually click on it and it'll explain to you what it says, okay? So they have two. And how much did we say they pay for child care expenses?
4,800.
All right, so we're going to put $4,800 there. The child tax credit. Select the number of child CTT qualifying children. They do not qualify because they make over $100,000, okay? So if you had any questions about it, you would just click the CTC to see if they qualify, okay? You want to click it so they can see what it says?
They do get this one.
Okay, the child, they do get this one, okay. They under the age of 17 of each year, so they will get this credit, the child tax credit. So you put 2 there. And they won't get the earned income tax credit. I had those two mixed up. So the earned income credit they won't get because they earn over $100,000 collectively, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and press continue here. Now, so they both have one job, so we're gonna go ahead and put the gross wages is $45,000 for the husband and $55,000 for the wife. They don't get any bonuses. So you're gonna enter the total federal income tax withheld. So up until this point, they have got taken out for the husband, it is $208.85. And for the wife, it's $258.83. Wait, it's don't matter, the cents. Okay, they get paid from into the federal income tax from your last salary payment. I don't think I wrote those numbers down. Yeah, those numbers.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
I'm looking up here where it says taxable pensions.
Okay.
I'm retired. Can I use that form?
Yes, you can use this form. And your pensions will count as another job for you if you already had a job. But if you don't have a job, you just get a pension and you just have one job. So you can use this for that.
Okay.
Okay.
Switch that up. And the line is 254.
And the last tax was the 208, right?
Yeah.
The 208 for the husband and $258 for the wife.
And where can we find this?
And you can find this on your last pay stub, okay? So if you have any questions about what type of income you had withheld, it would be on your last pay stub. So if you're working with a customer or a client of yours, then you would tell them to make sure they have their last pay stub so this stuff is correct, okay? They get paid every 2 weeks.
Most recent.
What you say, sir?
The last paycheck of the year.
Yes, whenever you're filling this out. So the last pay stub, if you got paid 2 weeks ago, then you will use that pay
Oh,
stub,
okay.
okay? The very last one if you're doing this. Okay, set the date closer to when you first held this job, but we're gonna say they kept their job all year long. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, and so we're gonna we don't have any adjustments, no unemployment or anything, and so we're gonna leave it just like this for now. Okay, press continue. Now. Okay, the standard deduction is $24,400. That's for 2 people. Okay, so last year it was a little less than that. So most couples are not going to deduct more than $24,400. So if you will, then you would use the long form and then you would itemize it here. But in this case, they don't have more than $24,400 deduction, so we're going to leave it just like that. Okay, so we're going to press continue. Now, based on the information you previously entered, your anticipated income tax for 2019 is $3,727. If you do not change your current withholding arrangement, you will have $11,658 withheld for 2019, resulting in an overpayment of $7,931 when you file your return. Isn't that a lot of money, y'all?
Yes.
And most families do this. They overpay $7,931. So write that number down, guys. We're going to show you what you can do with $7,931 back into your paycheck when you fill this out correctly. Okay? So keep that number down, and we're going to go back, and what we're going to do is we're going to put that extra income into a 401k. We're going to add a home-based business to their W-4. We're going to show you the difference of what that money would be like, okay? So we're going to start over. And y'all got $7,000. I'm going to need y'all to help me now. I'm not writing it down. So I'm going to need you guys to help me out. Okay? So let's start this over. Let's put that number in into, so we're going to divide that number by 2, right? Divide that number by 2 and tell me what you guys get.
3,965.
Wow, $3,965. That's how much they both overpaying, okay? So we're gonna go back and plug that number into, so we're gonna start back over here. So just to move a little fast, they married, filing joint, right? No one else can claim them.
Right.
They got 2 jobs. They got 2 dependents. We're gonna go to that tax deferred. We're gonna click on the tax deferred because now we got extra money, right? We're gonna put that money inside of the 401k. So we got 2 dependents. They got 2 kids. They pay $4,800 for child care. They got 2 for the qualifying children, no income credit. We're gonna put the home-based business in.
That's it.
Okay. The 45. Those at the bottom right there. Okay. So the 45,000 and the 55,000. Don't y'all like the wife always make more? So we're gonna put that number. What was that number again for the 401k? 3,000 for, it was
965.
965 for the husband and 3,965 for the wife. So they putting this money into the 401k. And most 401ks, back in the day, they used to match it, right?
Yep.
So imagine if the husband put and the wife both put $3,900 into their 401k and the job matched it.
Mm.
That'd be huge, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go down and the expected withheld was like 1090,
1044.
1044. And what was the wife?
1290.
1295.
Mm-hmm.
And it was 208 for the husband and 258 for the wife. They get paid bi-weekly, twice the money.
Mm-hmm.
No, then right here, they have a home-based business. So let's just say 4,500. We're gonna leave it just like that, no itemized deduction. Now, who wanna read this out loud for me? Go ahead.
Based on the information you previously entered, your anticipated income tax for 2019 is $2,233. If you do not change your current withholding arrangement, you will have $11,659 withheld for 2019, resulting in an overpayment of $9,426 when you file your return.
But did they make any more money?
No.
Did their situation change?
No.
Only thing they did was take that overpayment and put it into a 401k, right? And you see that now they still overpaid. So look, just think about how crazy that is. So would you pay your mortgage, overpay your mortgage all year long, and then say, okay, at the end of the year, just give me what I paid back? Absolutely not, right? You would use that extra money to do what? Pay down credit card debt. You would use that extra money to either pay your mortgage more, so you can just eliminate that debt more, right? You would pay your car notes off, right? You may even start your dream business that you wanted to start. So you could do so much more money besides give it to Uncle Sam, right?
Right.
Where is that, I think it's on that, is it on here where you say that,
It's a different paper. Some of that letter.
yeah, it's a letter. I want them to see that letter that it said it's not a savings. Which one is that?
Oh, that's the common deduction.
Yeah, the common deduction. Let's show that to where they suggest what you should do with the money. Right here. Somebody read this out for me.
Big refund, big tax bill. Updated April 29, 2005. First sum refund facts. Federal tax refunds to individuals totaled more than $215 billion last year. More than 101 million taxpayers got refunds. That's 80%. And the average refund was $2,126. Where does your refund come from? It comes from your wallet or purse when you tell your employer how much to withhold from your paycheck, or you make an estimated tax payment. For the average refund, that's about $40 a week too much. You might be using the extra withholding as a forced savings method, but Uncle Sam doesn't pay interest on refunds except in special circumstances. Putting the money in any type of savings account or paying down debts might be a better option.
So what does the IRS tell you is a better option?
Paying down debt.
Put it in savings and paying down debt, right? So if they tell you that, why do 80% of Americans still overpay? It's because they're what? They don't know. The education factor is not there, and that is what my econ is about, is to share the information so that we can put more money back into households there and have less debt, okay? And we can put that money back into a savings, like a money market account, a different investment strategy that my econ teaches, so that now we call that multiplying your money, earning money while you're asleep. And if we could learn how to do that, then guess what? We would have to work from the sweat of our brow, right? We would definitely be able to relax and travel and do the things that we would love to do, besides get up and work for dollars, trade time for dollars, right? And so I'm going to show you guys, I hope you guys wrote that big number down, because now I'm going to show you guys how the couple will use it to eliminate debt, all right? We saw what they did, what it would look like if they put it into a 401k. Now I'm going to show you guys what it would look like how fast they could pay off and be debt-free if they use that same income and put it into the debt eliminator, all right? So the debt eliminator is the debt elimination. So once you log in, you go to that first screen and it says what? Debt elimination. So you would click on that.
This is available in your back office once you get your membership.
Once you get your membership, you will be able to have this tool. And I love this tool. I bought a house about 6 years ago, and I never thought about having being mortgage free. I was taught you have a mortgage for how long? 30 years, right? Like some people today die. They keep in the second mortgage, the third mortgage, and they know they dead and got the children got to pay for the house, right? So I personally thought the same thing. Like, okay, I just got to have a mortgage forever. But with my econ, it taught me that I don't have to. And so I just been using these strategies and actually using the money that I get from my econ and paying off my mortgage even sooner. And so now that I'm 6 years in, before I got in my econ, I was still owing like $123,000. Just in the 6 months that I've been with my econ, I'm down to $60,000, y'all. So I'm excited about having my mortgage getting out of here. Okay, I saw this with my econ and I said, hold on, I'm not gonna have a mortgage for real. Because right now I'm an owner of a loan. I do not own my home. And right now my home is a what? A liability. It's not an asset until it's mortgage free, right? It's not bringing me anything in. And so that is why we want to learn these strategies, okay? So we want to put that income in. Well, right now they're not doing any of this, right? So how long would it take them to pay everything out without doing anything right now?
Okay. So calculate.
Okay, so you see, if they don't do anything different right now, they will be debt free by 2031. That's a long time, right? 20 years, not too bad. They don't do anything right now, but let's put that extra income in and see what looks a little better. And that extra income was it 3,000?
You not gonna do the whole second?
You gotta divide by 6.
Let's divide by 12 months. That was a monthly thing. So let's divide that 3,900 and what, 31? 65 is for 12 months. And how much? What do y'all get from that?
I got 660.
You got 660? Anybody else get 660? You got 660? Okay, so we're just gonna let them put 600, and we're gonna let them keep a little bit for Applebee's, okay? We're gonna put just the 600 there. So they're gonna save it and calculate it. So they just take $600 a month and pay that extra debt off. It'll be how long? 8 years and 8 months. So who would like to be debt free in 12 months versus 8 months?
Yes.
You want 12 months versus 8
No,
months?
no.
Okay, so you want eight years instead of 12 years, right? I would definitely love to be debt free in 8 years instead of 12. That gives you a little breathing room, right? You can do some extra stuff before you get too old and get pushed around in a wheelchair, right? Okay, and so let's you want to do the bigger number, or you want to just go ahead and do the investment?
Investment.
Okay, so now we see that we take that extra income, divide it by 12, and pay off your MasterCard, your rooms to go, you know, your mortgage and your car. If you pay that extra down, you can be debt free in 8 years, okay? And so now we're going to show you how much money you can actually have if you use that same $600 and put it into an investment, okay? So let's go to the investment calculator.
And you also gotta have this much freed up.
Okay, now you have the $2,910. So let's just put $2,900. But instead of let me keep the $10. We're gonna put $2,900. We're gonna use the $2,900 because now they debt free, right? Now that you got all your bills paid, you got an extra $2,900 left. So now we're gonna use this $2,900 and put it into an investment calculator. Now you see how once we paid our debt off, now we can roll with the big boys now. We can start investing.
Don't forget the other spouse still had their 3,000 too.
Right, we just used just one. We just used one. This was just for one spouse. We didn't do them collectively. But if they both did it, it'll be even quicker than 8 years, right? Probably be down to 4 years now if they both did the same thing. So we're going to the investment calculator. And that is in tools. You will go to your home page, click on tools, and then you will go to the calculators. You're want to go to that periodic monthly investment. So let's take that $2,900 that they debt free now, right? We're gonna give them the whole $2,900 that they can invest monthly. Most interest rates are about 8%, so we're gonna use the 8%. Everybody ain't the big dog like Chuck getting 12% on his investments. So let's do it for, you wanna do for 10 years? 10 years. Cause I don't have 50 years and 30 years for my investment. I'm gonna be 44 in 10 years. So in 10 years, if I put $2,900 invested it for 10 years at an interest rate of 8%, in 10 years, I will have in my investment account $530,000, okay? So let's just change it to 20 years. So let's say at 55, I wanna do it. So at 55 years, we're gonna do 20. 20 years, I'll be 55. And in 20 years, at 55 years old, I could have $1.7 million into my investment account. Isn't that amazing? And so most people think they'll never be millionaires because they don't know the strategy, right? They think they gotta go get another job or create another business. But you don't have to do that. If you don't know what to do with $1, you won't know what to do with thousands of dollars. And so we wanna take some of that stress off of people thinking, okay, I gotta make some big income in order to do this. But we just took $2,900 and invested it for 20 years, and now we're millionaires. So what would you rather do this for 20 years, or keep trying to work for 20 years and then look up and be 55 and you still don't have $1 million? Which one is better? Invest in it, right? So these are the strategies that my econ teach you. We get really, really, really in depth with these strategies. Is anyone in here part of my econ use any investment strategies, the credit repair, anything here? Can you give us a testimony, please?
I've used the credit repair, and as to date, I've increased my credit scores and average 86 points across all three of the
Awesome! That's what's up. Yes. And so with myself, the first 10 days I was in my econ, I wanted some hard inquiries removed. So I got both of them removed, and my credit score went up 50 points. So I was excited about that, because to go from a 650 to a 700 was phenomenal for me in all of 10 days, okay? So I'm like, okay, that's all I had to do? When the people thought, well, I thought it was a mystery. I thought it was some mystery stuff that people was doing to the credit repair or something, or just hiding it from the creditors. And so I'm like, no, that's not what it is. I simply mailed in a letter that was in the back office, and within 10 days, the first letter that I sent said it's been removed. So I was like, yes! So that's awesome, right? And so then the second strategy I'm using is that now that I have an extra income, which is my econ, I use that because the second part of the credit repair is credit utilization, right? So I'm able to use that extra cash flow that I get from my econ that I'm paying off my debt and all that good stuff, and paying down my credit card. So my credit score is continually shooting up. And so I'm excited about it, y'all. So I'm here. Any questions before we end? Because I'm going to bring up Mr. Chuck Hardy. He's going to talk about the Schedule C. We all have a business now, and with my econ. And so he's going to show us how it is tax season, so it's some very useful information. He's going to show you how you can use the 1099 to get some common tax deductions and stop paying so much in taxes, okay? So thank you guys so much.